So there's so much more to business training than engaging an audience, isn't there?
Yeah, we deliver behavioural change linked to business results.
And so much business training that we've witnessed simply doesn't deliver on that.
Yeah, based on our 30 man-years worth of training, we know what works.
Yeah, in fact, in addition to brilliant selling, that's why we wrote the Financial Times Guide to Business Training. And we're talking about a tactic to enable you to switch confidence on, because not everybody can go into any situation and be immediately confident without taking some positive action to achieve that.
What you've got to do is pace, lead. So what you've got to do is you've got to put yourself in their shoes, ask questions, listen, add insights, as Tom said, and then you have permission. It's a bit like the permission marketing. You have permission to then lead them to where you want to get to. If you lead too quickly, you will switch people off.
One of the things that really resonated with me was about the point of discomfort. So working at that point when you're trying to improve your confidence and your competence, and taking the opportunity to work at that point. So that really resonated with me. And they act as a really good double act. So very engaging morning, lots of energy, lots of thinking and great dynamics.
They've worked very hard to get these three concepts: confidence, credibility and connection. I think we can understand those, we can apply those very readily today.
What's absolutely critical working with professional services firms is credibility, and we've worked with Magic Circle firms, silver firms and regional firms.
We're also both founding partners of the Moller PSFG Cambridge, which is associated with the Judge Business School at the University of Cambridge.
And we work with everyone from senior associates to managing partners.
So if you're going to work with a professional service firm, you need to be able to be taken seriously, and that requires you to have extensive knowledge of the PSF environment.
A lot of this material is very familiar to me, but what's fascinating about it is the way they've made it accessible to people in a way that's actually, there's a real skill in that, is taking what's quite complex and making it accessible to people. Yeah, there's a lot here to be learned, and across a lot of different disciplines as well. That's what's also interesting, is the concept of influencing applies right across lives.
So what's absolutely critical, of course, in a conference presentation is credibility.
And credibility comes from a number of things, doesn't it? It might come from the number of people that we've trained, which is what, over the last 10 years?
About 25,000, I think.
Yeah, and also, of course, the book, Brilliant Selling.
Which is the #1 UK sales book.
Yeah. Actually, Europe.
Yeah, that's right. Europe
Translated into 7 languages?
Yep, we've sold well over 50,000 copies now. So that gives us instant credibility, which is critical to an audience.
And I guess the final thing is that the research base upon which we've created the models that we talk about and train on.
Yep, we focused on the top salespeople in the UK and identify what really makes them outstanding.
They work very, very well together. I think really if we were going to have 3 hours non-stop with just one person presenting, then it probably wouldn't work quite as well. We'd get tired of their voice and they'd probably get tired of us. But by having 2 of them, they work very well together and you get more than the sum of the 2 parts, I would say. So yes, I would recommend it. It's a good afternoon.
I feel like it's very, very valuable to people who, not just in the sales environment, but people really who are just dealing with people on a day-to-day basis. So yes, I would recommend it.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful double act. It's amusing, and I love the way they sort of cut and paste between each other. Well, I like the fact that we have lots of little participative exercises, because I think they really sort of rub the points home and demonstrate them really well. It's far better than just listening, for example, even though Tom and Jerry are highly entertaining.
That's a Ryanair flight, of course, where the tannoy doesn't always work. So what we're going to do now, though, is we're going to ask you to unpick what was going on there, because those voices are different, aren't they? And I think what's great is that wherever we've trained that model, it's always been well received, because people can see that it's based on fundamental truths.
The beauty of the C-Cube model of influencing is that it lends itself to both an hour's keynote speaking, but also, if necessary, half a day.
Yeah, with a whole series of pragmatic tips and how-tos. And I guess that's what people get when they buy us, isn't it? It's how do you put this stuff into practice immediately?